Plymouth at just 4 degrees Celsius this morning, colder than Aberdeen at 7 degrees. Yes, you heard that correctly. Cornwall is currently experiencing temperatures more typical of the Scottish Highlands, and that's not even the most surprising development heading our way this weekend. Is your area about to face the most significant temperature swing we've seen this November? Right now, 6 counties across England and Wales are under Met Office yellow warnings for wind, affecting over 12 million people. But here is what matters for the next 72 hours, and I'll tell you exactly when this arrives in your specific location in the next 90 seconds. Drop your city or county in the comments right now, and I'll give you a personalized forecast for your area in tomorrow's video. I am going through every single comment, and with the models showing some fascinating disagreement about Sunday's system, your specific location could make all the difference between a soggy afternoon and something far more disruptive. Right then, let's get straight to the timings. London, you are looking at rain arriving Friday evening around 7 o'clock, heaviest overnight with 20 to 30 millimeters possible, clearing by Saturday lunchtime. Manchester, your rain comes earlier, around 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, but it's the wind that concerns me more for you, gusting to 70 kilometers per hour Friday night. Birmingham, you are caught right between two systems. Friday evening looks wet around 6 o'clock, but Saturday morning could go either way. Glasgow, you'll actually stay mostly dry Friday, but Saturday afternoon is when your weather deteriorates, rain moving in around 2 o'clock. Cardiff sees similar timing to London, rain from 7 o'clock Friday evening, but you could see 40 millimeters in some spots. Belfast, you're getting the back end of this system Saturday morning around 9 o'clock. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Met Office model is showing this low-pressure system tracking across southern England Friday night, whilst the European model suggests a path 50 miles further north. That 50-mile difference changes everything for the Midlands. If the Met Office is correct, Nottingham and Leicester see heavy rain but manageable conditions. If the European model is right, you are looking at potential flooding concerns. Currently across the southeast, temperatures are sitting at 11 degrees in Brighton, 12 in Dover, 13 in central London. The southwest is cooler. Plymouth, as I mentioned, at just 4 degrees. Exeter at 6. Bristol at 8. Moving to the Midlands, Birmingham at 9 degrees. Nottingham at 8. Leicester at 9. The northwest shows Manchester at 7 degrees. Liverpool at 8. Blackpool at 9, with that Irish Sea influence keeping coastal areas milder. Yorkshire and the northeast are experiencing some of the chilliest conditions right now. Leeds at 6 degrees. Sheffield at 7. York at 6. Newcastle at 5. But here is the remarkable bit. Scotland is actually warmer than most of England this morning. Edinburgh at 7 degrees, Glasgow at 7, Aberdeen at 7, even Inverness up in the Highlands at 6 degrees. Wales shows Cardiff at 9, Swansea at 10 on the coast, Bangor at 8. Northern Ireland has Belfast at 8 degrees, Derry at 7. Wait until you see what's developing for Sunday, and I'll get to that in about 3 minutes. But first we need to talk about Saturday, because there's one thing that could catch people completely off guard. After Friday night, rain clears Saturday morning, and it should clear for most areas by mid-morning. We were getting a brief ridge of high pressure. This sounds like good news, and for Saturday afternoon it mostly is. But here's what nobody is talking about. That ridge is exceptionally weak, and it's moving through remarkably quickly. Sunday's system is already showing up on the models, and it's a beast. Saturday afternoon looks rather pleasant, actually. London should see sunny spells by 2 o'clock. Temperatures recovering to 14 degrees. Manchester, once your Friday night wind eases, Saturday afternoon brings sunshine and 12 degrees. Edinburgh and Glasgow, you're both looking at sunshine Saturday morning before your afternoon rain, making the most of it. Temperatures around 11 degrees. Cardiff recovers nicely Saturday afternoon with sunny spells and 13 degrees. But let me just clarify something about Saturday night, because this is where the models start showing significant disagreement. The Met Office unified model brings the next system into western areas Sunday morning around 6 o'clock. The ECMWF, the European model, suggests Sunday lunchtime around 1 o'clock. The GFS, the American model, splits the difference at around 9 o'clock Sunday morning. This 6-hour difference matters enormously if you've got Sunday plans. Are you getting your dog walk in Sunday morning? Are you planning Sunday lunch outdoors? That timing uncertainty is exactly why you need to check back tomorrow, because tonight's model runs should narrow this down considerably. For those of you on the coast, particularly the south coast, there is an additional complication. Southampton, Portsmouth, Brighton, Bournemouth, you are all looking at potential onshore gales Sunday. The pressure gradient is going to be tight, really tight, and with high tide Sunday afternoon, there could be some interesting conditions developing along the seafront. Actually, I should be more precise about that. High tide in Portsmouth is at 3:20 Sunday afternoon, Brighton is 4 o'clock, Southampton is 3:30. If this system arrives Sunday lunchtime rather than Sunday morning, that's the worst possible timing for coastal impacts. Now then, let us talk about what happens Sunday into Monday, and this is rather unusual for this time of year. Behind Sunday S system, we are getting a proper northerly airflow, not just a bit of a chill, but genuine Arctic air pushing south. The temperature drop is going to be dramatic. Oxford and Cambridge, you are both currently at 10 degrees, and Sunday you will reach 12 or 13 degrees. But Monday morning, you are waking up to 3 degrees, possibly 2 degrees. That is a 10-degree drop in 24 hours. Canterbury, Norwich, Ipswich, you are looking at the same pattern. Sunday afternoon at 12 degrees, Monday morning at 2 degrees. Scotland, here S, where it gets properly interesting for you. Inverness, Aberdeen, you could see snow on the hills Monday morning. Not settling at lower levels, but above 300 metres, there's a decent chance. The Cairngorms are definitely going to see snow. The Highlands more broadly could see some wintry showers. Hang on, let me check that again, because the latest Met Office output is showing something unexpected for the Lake District. Keswick, Windermere, you might see sleet mixed in with rain Monday morning, not snow settling. Conditions aren't quite cold enough for that, but certainly wintry in nature. The Pennines could see similar conditions. Sheffield, Leeds, if you are heading into the hills Monday, be prepared for potentially wintry showers above 200 metres. This is where it gets interesting from a meteorological perspective. We are getting what S called a cold pool aloft, very cold air at altitude, while surface temperatures remain marginal. This creates instability, which means sharp, heavy showers rather than prolonged rain. These showers will be hit and miss. You could be in one town and stay completely dry, while somewhere 20 miles away gets a downpour. I know this isn't ideal for anyone with outdoor plans Monday, but there is some better news developing for Tuesday. The models are currently showing, and there is still some uncertainty about this, a return to westerly winds Tuesday afternoon. That means milder air moving back in, temperatures recovering. Bristol and Bath, you are both looking at just 8 degrees Monday, but Tuesday should see you back up to 12 degrees. Southampton follows a similar pattern, 8 Monday, 12 Tuesday. The southwest generally. Plymouth, Exeter, Truro, you will notice that recovery Tuesday, back into double figures after a chilly Monday. Do check back tomorrow because the timing of Tuesday's recovery is still being worked out by the models, and it matters whether that milder air arrives Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. Let me give you more detail for Scotland's Highlands and Islands. Fort William, you're in a particularly interesting spot. Monday, showers coming off the Atlantic, hitting the mountains, wringing out moisture. You could see 15 to 20 millimetres Monday, some of that falling as snow above 400 metres. The Hebrides, Stornoway specifically, Monday brings blustery showers, wind gusting to 80 kilometres per hour, temperatures struggling to reach 7 degrees. Orkney and Shetland, you are getting the full force of that northerly flow Monday. Kirkwall, Lerwick, expect frequent heavy showers, hail mixed in, wind gusting to 90 kilometres per hour. These are properly blustery conditions for the Northern Isles. Temperatures around 5 or 6 degrees, but feeling considerably colder in that wind. The Channel Islands, Jersey and Guernsey, you are in a completely different air mass for most of the weekend, staying relatively mild around 13 or 14 degrees Saturday and Sunday. But when those northerlies arrive Monday evening, you'll notice the change immediately. Temperatures dropping from 13 degrees Monday lunchtime to 8 degrees by Monday evening. For those of you in Wales beyond Cardiff, Aberystwyth on the west coast, you are exposed to every system coming off the Atlantic. Friday night rain arrives around 6:30, 30 to 40 millimetres possible, some of that falling on already saturated ground. Snowdonia, the higher peaks, could see snow Monday morning above 500 metres. But here is what concerns me most across the entire UK for early next week. We had a mild November, ground temperatures are still relatively warm, and then we re-dropping this Arctic air on top. The temperature contrast creates instability. Monday showers are going to be sharp, possibly thundery in places, certainly heavy enough to cause localised surface water issues. There's one location that could see something unexpected Monday, and I am watching Scarborough and the North Yorkshire coast particularly closely. If the shower orientation sets up just right, you could get a convergence line forming just offshore, feeding repeated heavy showers into the same areas. It's not certain, but it is something I'm monitoring. Tomorrow morning, S model runs should clarify this. Kent and Sussex, you are both interesting areas this weekend because you are right on the edge of Friday night heaviest rain. Maidstone, Tunbridge Wells, if the low tracks 50 miles north, you miss the worst. If it tracks through the channel, you are in the thick of it. That's the uncertainty between the models. We'll have a clearer picture tomorrow. The Cotswolds, Cheltenham, Gloucester, Cirencester, Friday evening brings rain around 7 o'clock, easing by Saturday morning. The hills could see some impressive rainfall totals. 40 millimetres isn't out of the question for higher ground. Lincolnshire, Lincoln, Boston, Skegness. You're all staying drier than western areas Friday night. Your rain comes Saturday afternoon. Monday's northerly flow brings you frequent showers off the North Sea, some of them heavy. The Fens, Peterborough, Wisbech. Monday is particularly concerning for you. Flat terrain, cold northerly winds, repeated heavy showers, and drainage systems already working hard after recent rain. Keep an eye on river levels Monday afternoon. Derbyshire and the Peak District, Buxton, Matlock, you in the firing line for every system this weekend. The higher peaks could see sleet Monday morning. If you're planning any hill walking, Monday is not the day. Lancashire, Blackburn, Preston, Lancaster, Friday evening brings rain and strengthening winds. Saturday afternoon offers a brief respite. Sunday into Monday, frequent showers, some heavy, some of them wintry over the hills. The Forest of Bowland could see sleet Monday morning. Cumbria, Carlisle, Penrith, Workington, you are getting the full Atlantic treatment this weekend. System after system, and Monday northerly brings persistent showers. The Solway coast could be particularly rough. Monday, onshore gales and big seas. Northumberland, Alnwick, Berwick, you're exposed to every North Sea shower Monday. The Cheviots could see snow above 400 metres. The coast gets battered by onshore gales, seas building to 4 or 5 metres Monday afternoon. The Scottish borders, Galashiels, Howick, Peebles. Monday is properly showery for you, that northerly flow bringing frequent heavy showers. The higher hills could all see snow Monday morning above 400 metres. Perth and Kinross, Perth City, Pitlochry, Saturday rain, Sunday dry, Monday showery with snow on the hills. The Grampians see snow above 400 metres Monday morning, possibly settling above 600 metres. Argyll and Butte, Oban, you are getting Atlantic systems one after another. Frequent heavy showers Monday, some thundery. The islands, Mull, Skye, Islay, all seeing similar conditions, properly blustery Monday. Looking ahead to the middle of next week, and it could go either way at this stage. The Met Office ensemble is showing a return to westerlies Wednesday, bringing milder but unsettled conditions. The European ensemble suggests high pressure might build from the south Wednesday into Thursday, bringing drier, brighter conditions, but keeping things chilly at night. According to the latest model runs, there is about a 60% chance of that milder westerly pattern winning out, but that 40% chance of high pressure can be ignored. We'll have a clearer picture tomorrow because tonight runs should start converging on one scenario or the other. If there's one thing to take away from this forecast, it's this. Monday is unsettled regardless of which model is correct. Cold, showery, blustery. If you've got outdoor plans Monday, have a backup. Tuesday onwards is where the uncertainty lies, and that where tomorrow update becomes essential. This is rather unusual for late November, getting Arctic air this far south this early in the winter. We typically see these patterns in January or February, not November. The last time we had a comparable cold shot this early was November 2019, and that brought snow to surprisingly low levels across Scotland and northern England. For rail travellers this weekend, Friday evening could see some delays, particularly western routes, given the rain and wind. Saturday should be better. Monday could bring some disruption again, particularly Scotland and northern England, if those showers are as heavy as forecast. Road conditions, Friday night, take it steady. Heavy rain and gusty winds make for challenging driving. The M6 through Cumbria and Lancashire, the M5 through the southwest, the M4 through South Wales, all could see spray and surface water. Monday, watch for localized flooding in areas prone to it after heavy showers. Right, let me bring this all together. Friday night system brings rain and wind, heaviest in the west and south. Saturday offers a brief respite, a window of better weather mid-afternoon. Sunday system is still uncertain on timing, but it's coming, bringing another band of rain. Monday's Arctic blast brings the temperature drop, the showers, the blustery conditions, possibly some hill snow. The models are still working out the precise details, and that why tomorrow's forecast is so important. We should have much better clarity on Sunday's timing, Monday's shower intensity, and Tuesday's recovery. I am genuinely interested in helping you plan your weekend, so please drop your city or county in the comments. Tomorrow's video, I am going through every single one and giving personalized updates. With this much uncertainty still in the forecast, your specific location could make all the difference. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to get the details on what's shaping up to be a rather complex weekend of weather. Tomorrow, S update is at the usual time, 9 o'clock in the morning, and we should have those model clarifications I've mentioned throughout. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly where the European and Met Office models have converged, what that means for Sunday S timing, and I've got some interesting details about a potential secondary low-forming Monday night that could affect Tuesday. That S tomorrow, 9 o'clock, and